We back. And I got a simple question. I heard Charlotte McGay talk about this. Charlamagne McGain talk about this. I forgot who he asked. He asked Stephen A. Smith. So y'all know Warriors just won the finals.
Hell no, that nigga ain't top 10. Go ahead.
That's not well. We can get into that, but that ain't the question.
Okay.
Their fourth ring in 8 years, right? So, first off, shout out to them. Steph got his first Finals MVP.
This is crazy.
Is it crazy?
Not really.
Is it crazy that it's his first, or is it crazy? It's crazy that he won it.
It's crazy that it's his first because I think Iggy won it before him.
Iggy won the first one, then KD won the next two.
I wouldn't have given it to Iggy.
Iggy deserved
that makes
that
sense. KD, it makes sense. Iggy.
See, you go off names versus why.
No. I don't think Iggy. I think Iggy. I don't think Iggy was a deciding factor in that game, in those games. Personally, I feel like if Iggy was hurt, they still would have done what they would have done.
Okay. Hey, what it do? How you doing?
Look, I just turn them up then. Fuck it. Let the crowd can hear.
Oh, did she just introduce me for me? I'm James. Y'all want me to get the fuck out?
I mean, if it's gonna be a minute, don't break my headphones.
Let me get the fuck. Hold on. Let me walk out real quick.
We in production. Goddamn. So, what? Go ahead with your opinion on
I don't think Iggy was a deciding factor in the
first one.
In that, yeah, first one.
So the first one, that was when Kyrie was hurt and all that shit, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was an Iggy thing. And ain't that when Iggy got his shit smacked off the glass by LeBron?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't think Iggy
but
was.
That's one play.
That's one play, but I'm saying I don't think he was.
Because they beat him in 5?
I think so.
Because it wasn't a sweep, was it?
No, it wasn't no sweep. But it was just, it was definitely a thing of like it was definitely a thing of like if Iggy was sitting down, he is not like he doesn't determine. That's like if Draymond sat down. It's not gonna.
I think Draymond moves the needle a little more than Iggy. At least from a morale standpoint. Now, from a production standpoint, Iggy will get you more points. Draymond will get you more fouls. So, well, now he'll do
his thing on a rebound, but I just don't think Iggy was somebody who like, man, if we didn't have Iggy,
yeah,
because when y'all didn't have Iggy, and he was in Miami or wherever the fuck he was at, I was still doing shit. So I think Steph should have.
Was he there? Was he there for the two with KD?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
but I don't think he was, because it's just like, man, for what? Like, even if he was on that team, Steph, Draymond, KD, Clay. The fuck is an Iggy? Like
he the vet. Well, they all vets, but he's even more of a veteran. Because wasn't he on that Sixers team when they lost to the Lakers?
I believe so. But still, it's just Iggy to me is just not a deciding factor in something. Like even if he was on the Bulls or whatever team you put him on, yeah, he can because I think he was on this Warriors team now that won. Yeah, did he play? No.
I think he played.
He probably came in.
He played in a couple games.
Yeah,
like the last game.
He probably came.
Every time I saw him in the last game,
he was on the bench,
except for like the last few minutes,
clapping for niggas, telling niggas what to do.
He was getting on
some Kendrick Perkins shit. Like
he was getting on what's the name as Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think he came in like the final few minutes of the game. But again, It's not making a difference.
They put him in the
game was closed. The game was closed.
It's like I close the door and then you lock it.
Let me tell you, this is what it was. They killed them niggas. Without Iggy, they killed them niggas, put them in the coffin. They built the coffin, killed them niggas, put them niggas in the coffin, nailed the coffin, put the coffin in the grave, and then they were like, all right, Iggy, put the shovel in. Put the dirt over it. That was it. And to be honest, if we really being honest, they already put half of the dirt in. They were just like, just
finish filling it.
Just kick the rest in. That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't make that much of a difference. He was just there for more support.
Who?
Iggy.
On that first ring?
Nah, he talking about this.
But I was comparing. I was like, if Iggy is not there, it's not gonna hurt or make the team better.
That first ring, they definitely don't win it without Iggy.
They definitely do. Because if you just like they were saying, that Cleveland team was hurt, bro. Them niggas was
That's the only reason they won in the first place, regardless of Iggy or not.
And that's what I'm saying. So without Iggy,
who guards LeBron without Iggy?
I don't know.
Bogut.
Bogus.
That nigga was
JaVale
horrible.
But what was the question? You didn't even finish the question.
Nah, cause y'all went on that. The question that he asked was, is the 2010s or from their first championship to now rather? Mm-hmm. Is this the Steph Curry era or the LeBron era?
This is the Steph Curry era.
I don't even like him.
I don't either.
But it's the LeBron era.
Oh wow. Oh no.
This rather than the early 2010s.
The early 2010s was dominated.
Yeah,
dominated by LeBron. But even in the late 2010s, like
this is Steph era.
2000
is okay. Let me ask you this: Is an era defined by individual performance or domination, or who's winning?
Both.
And I think it's individual. Because even when LeBron wasn't winning, he was still, that was the caliber. But then
When he first got in the league.
Yeah, when he first got into the league and he was with Cleveland and he was taking that Cleveland team to the playoffs, it was nobody's on that motherfucker. Like, that's all Lakers, Celtics, Spurs.
Yeah, that's that era. That's their domination.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
speaking more of Miami, Bron, to seconds Cleveland.
Yeah, even then, like he was dominating. I'm not gonna say he wasn't, but I think now Steph literally changed the game. Like, the game of basketball is changed forever because of Steph.
I don't know about forever.
No, because it went from Jordan. I feel like this. Jordan was the person that truly changed the game. And that's why Jordan is Jordan. And then AI came in. He changed it a little bit with the crossover moves, everything like that. So, but Steph completely changed it because even when AI was doing crossovers, majority of the points you going into the hole with it, or you shooting jump shots or whatever like that. The niggas who was shooting the threes were like, you here just in case. But now with the way the game is now, niggas start the game from shooting at the logo.
So
you feel me? Like, niggas, if you go to any playground, if you go to AAU shit, whatever, the niggas who are the centers are shooting threes. Joel Embiid is shooting threes. Like,
that ain't because of Steph.
When's the last time you seen centers doing that? You ain't see, like, seriously.
Andrew Bynum was trying to shoot threes back in 2011, but Phil Jackson
wouldn't
let him.
Bill Laimbeer shot him in the 80s.
He damn did.
But I'm saying
Rasheed Wallace was shooting.
But I'm
threes.
saying now it's a thing of they were shooting it because, let's say, they probably were shooting it because they were up some, or they were just like, let me just try something. Now it's not a thing of trying it or we up something. It's a thing of I have to incorporate it in my game.
But it's about floor spacing more so than Steph. But let me say this: this would go to Steph's point. LeBron and AI. And Jordan Slick got one thing coming, but I'm finna leave AI and Jordan up out of this because they, the thing, yes, Steph changed the game in terms of the 3-point shot. But that's on the court. When you talking about being of an era, it's on and off. Because Jordan impact with them shoes might have been greater than his impact.
I don't think it's off.
I'm gonna say this
Because
when
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Because I was thinking, going back to the 80s, most people everybody looks at the 80s as Bird and Magic on the court. Magic may have been a little something off the court, but it's mostly on the court.
Right.
Then the 2 years with the Pistons, and then it goes into the Jordan era. Even the 2 years he wasn't there, it still looked at as the Jordan era.
Right.
Hey, I ain't never had an era of as far as the whole as basketball as a whole. He had an era in Philly.
But his influence though was felt.
It was
throughout the league,
but he ain't win.
Nah, but
even he only went to the finals once.
But the way he dressed, the way he looked, that's what I mean when I say off the court.
I feel that. But even during all of that, it was because that was what he came in the 90s. But
he came in the 96.
But all of that started happening in 2000.
Yeah.
That's Lakers and Spurs.
Yeah.
But this is what.
So, but even with that first Lakers run, is that the Kobe era or is it the Shaq era or is it both?
It's both. They synonymous. You don't put one without the other.
You can't really say Shaq without Kobe. I mean, you can say Kobe without Shaq.
But
for that first run,
you can't say Kobe without Shaq.
For that first run, no, you can't say that. But after that,
what about when the Spurs? Did the Spurs ever have an era?
The 2000s to 2010 is slick shared by the Lakers and Spurs.
Yeah, when I think they Manu both were teams and Tim and Parker and young Kawhi.
Is that the Tim Duncan era? Or is that just the Spurs era?
That's the Tim Duncan era. It's definitely I get it to Tim. But to Steph and LeBron, LeBron made a decision that ultimately, I'm finna wrap this around. Gonna affect Steph's legacy. 2010, the decade started by LeBron doing what?
Going to Miami.
Changed the game forever.
No, he definitely changed that.
So was that not set off by KG and Ray Allen going to Boston?
Yeah, but they got traded.
Yeah,
and they were at the end of their careers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I look at it different. But
they were
in
their prime.
That wasn't the end.
They
were 30 plus. They were 30 plus.
The end was Brooklyn.
Sure.
Ray got lucky when he went to Miami.
They were 30 plus, though.
Okay.
LeBron was like 25, 26. But if LeBron don't go to Miami, I don't think KD goes to Golden State. My personal, honest opinion, if KD don't go to Golden State, Steph only got 2 rings.
The first one and this one?
Yeah. I don't think they beat the Cavs.
I disagree. I think
them 2 years.
Does OKC end up with a ring if that team stay together?
I think they definitely have a possibility to do
the year that KD was on that team and they lost, that next year they would have got that shit. If they would have kept all their core pieces, maybe added a few things here and there, they absolutely hell. I think even funny that I'm even saying this. Iggy was even like, if KD would have stayed, like KD, he said that KD when they faced them, they were the better team.
He said that in 2016 when they came back down 3-1, that Oklahoma City were the best team. He said they were the better team.
Yeah. So they definitely would have that next year.
It would have been
absolutely,
there.
Absolutely.
That next year would have been fully loaded Cleveland, right?
And I think Oklahoma City matched up better with Cleveland than Golden State.
True, honestly.
Because I say this, and I told Jaleel this shit. 2016 took the Warriors, so it broke their spirit.
When they lost.
Yeah. LeBron broke. I don't think psychologically they could
recover
to beat LeBron.
3-1.
Yeah. I think they were done.
Because no one's ever done that.
I think they were done. And the play that I think is 2 plays that I think, it's 3 plays that get it. Number 1 is the Kyrie shot on Steph. Number 2.
That was game 1?
That was game 7.
Okay.
Number 2 is the LeBron block in game 7.
Now I think that game. I think when he blocked Steph.
That was my third one.
Yeah,
I think
he was talking shit too.
Yeah,
he looked at Steph talking shit.
That was game 6. That was game 6.
Yeah.
So them 3 plays. Yeah. Oh, the Warriors was mentally that, but when you get KD,
then was that wasn't the year Draymond got kicked out, was it?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Because that started off. That happened first.
That started out. Yep.
That was that nut
he got
shit.
kicked out.
Yeah.
He did that shit in game 4 and he wasn't there for game 5.
Yeah.
Oh, they were done. Psychologically, they were done.
I still want to stay on this, but at the end, I have a hot take about Draymond, and I need to get some shit off my chest about that nigga because he is.
Man, they owe you money?
Huh?
Just sound like it the way you
No, it's just
Nah,
it's awesome shit.
You gotta go.
Okay, well.
Final answer. Whose era is it?
It's
Whose era are we living in?
Steph's.
At the minimum, it's two. If
LeBron
I got to
finna be
pick,
up outta there.
if I got to pick one, whose era are we living in? I'm thinking 2010, 2020. That's what I'm thinking. You talking about?
I was thinking 2015 to now.
I'm going Bron. I still think he was in the finals every year, except so was Steph though. So was Steph. So I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I just think it'll be remembered. See, it's gonna be remembered for both. But see,
in that okay, well we can say 2010 to now.
That's LeBron. But see, when you said 2015, that's when Steph took off. That first MVP, his first regular season MVP year. So it's like from that point to now, I could see you saying Steph.
But I mean, okay, from 2010 to now, LeBron's been in more finals, but they both got the same number of rings.
They got the same number of MVPs.
Same number of MVPs, and Steph beat LeBron more than LeBron beat Steph.
Yeah, but LeBron got the trump card coming back from.
I think what it was it was a race. Steph just took over. It was a race of whose time it is. Steph just took it over.
That's saying a lot for LeBron because it's been his time.
I mean, but LeBron been holding this shit down since he came in the league.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna we ain't gonna do that. Let
he ain't been holding it down.
He been good since he came in the league, but to say it's been his league since he came in,
Every nigga who was playing against him was like this kid. Mind you, this is a high school LeBron, no college experience or nothing. He's coming straight out of high school, and grown men who've been playing in the league like motherfucking Tim Duncan and all that is telling this nigga like he is that guy. Gilbert Arenas is going to this nigga house talking about they playing cards. This nigga got 4 different TVs of 4 different basketball games that he's watching while his wife is writing down shit.
You can be the nigga without it being your league though. You can be that nigga without it being your league. Because KD is that nigga.
Was it Jordan's league when he came in 84?
Was it Jordan's league?
He came in.
I thought he came in 82.
No,
he came in
84. Why am I thinking 82?
He came in.
That's when he came in. He hit that shot in 82
again in North Carolina.
Yeah, to be.
Okay.
That was 83. In the championship.
I thought something is in 82. I know that's for sure.
It might be 82.
But yeah, he definitely came in the league 84 though.
Yeah.
So, but he came in that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But was it his league? The answer is no. It was Bird and Magic League.
It was Bird and Magic League.
And then he was coming up, got that ass whooped by the Pistons. And then once he finally got over the Pistons, then it became the second time he lost to them, it was his league. Mm-hmm. But he just Scotty was sick or whatever.
Even when the Celtics were playing him, even the Celtics were like, at first when he was scoring, 40-something points, they're like, whatever. They lost and whatever. But then they play that nigga again, and that nigga is still going off, and they play him again. They were like, no. This is we know that this is okay.
It's
like
the difference
to your point,
between me acknowledging your greatness.
Yeah,
versus saying it's your league.
They saying you're next.
Yeah, that's basically what Larry Bird called him God in basketball shorts.
Yeah.
But he still wanted to say it's his league.
Because it was Bird and
Magic. Isaiah wasn't giving him that.
They would. They didn't say it was his
he might not say it publicly, but they recognize like.
Oh, they know who he was. He was the real deal.
Yeah. They didn't. I don't think they said it until after the Olympic game.
He beat him.
The Olympics when they was like, okay, this is.
That's what Magic said.
Yeah, that's what Magic said.
I think that's when So that's when Magic at least was like solidified. Like, okay, it's him.
Yeah,
because Magic was like, nah, I still got a little left, and Joe was like, all right. But yeah, that's. So when did the torch pass from, say, Kobe and Tim to LeBron? And then when did it go from LeBron to Steph?
For Kobe and Tim, to me, 2011.
And are we gonna count the Mavs in this? Because they got a couple in there.
They got a couple what?
Championships.
Yeah, one.
Oh.
That's what I was gonna say. What? A couple of what?
Never mind.
Players?
No, I don't put the Mavs in there. But
Not at all.
I say 2010, 2011. When you just really knew LeBron. Okay, he's
When did he win the first championship in Miami?
2012. But I think that first year in Miami, like, you could clearly see he had ascended to the best player in the league.
Okay.
Derrick Rose won MVP, so there was an argument. But by that time, you could clearly see Kobe was starting to come.
After Chicago, as a Bulls
Okay.
fan, you would have won that shit.
But I will always say Kobe 2013
we were
years
number one
better
in the
than
East.
LeBron's.
We would have won that shit.
That ain't.
Okay. And then from LeBron to Steph.
To me, I don't really know.
I say
Would it be
when LeBron went to LA, when he left Cleveland,
okay? Why?
because he stopped being in the finals every year. He missed the playoffs. They got eliminated first round.
I think it was before that.
No, they got put out the playoffs that
Would
first
it
year in
be-
LA.
I think even when he was in Cleveland.
Hold on,
Would that be
hold
when because was he in Cleveland when Kawhi went to Toronto? Or he had left?
No,
back
he was in the Lakers and they
Lakers.
missed the playoffs that
Yeah.
first year. I think
Yeah.
that gave Steph, but there was KD last year.
in Golden State
Yeah,
when they lost to the Raptors.
yeah. But I think KD getting hurt actually helped him because he got to
Yeah.
do his thing.
Yeah.
And get to the finals without KD being there.
Okay.
If he would have played, he would
So
have
that's
had something to say about it.
17.
That's 2019. It's Rat Folk
You're right.
Cove.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. So I got 3 more things, and then we gonna end it here. First, say what you gotta say about Draymond.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all seen this shit where Draymond was talking about some old Hall of Famer nigga was basically, he said, he made a comment of like, if Draymond was doing the shit that he was doing back in the day, he would have got punched in the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then Draymond,
I remember that. I forgot who the old nigga was.
I can't remember
that.
either, but Draymond said he saw on his podcast, he was like, I saw Gary Payton and the dude talking. So what I did was I stepped in between them and was talking to Gary Payton with my back to the other dude and telling him, hey, GP, because him and GP cool. So he's like, hey, GP, you got to stop telling these old just saying they going to punch me in the face because who they going to all this other stuff. So then the dude later on, he had walked off, and then when he walked off, Draymond was like, yeah, he better walk off because Then the dude came up to him and was like, hey, Draymond, let me holler at you. And so Draymond's whole thing was like, nah, you said you was going to punch me in the face. You got to stand on that shit. You got to whatever. Draymond, shut the fuck up. You acting hard about trying to fight a 60-something-year-old nigga who didn't even say he would punch you in the face. He said in the era that he was in, if you were playing ball in that era, doing the shit that you doing now, pulling niggas' pants down, hitting niggas in the nuts, throwing them out the air, all this
So
shit.
basically, Dennis Rodman.
Niggas
Dennis ain't go that far.
Dennis
did some shit.
Dennis did some shit, but
He wasn't doing all
But
that.
hell, even then, niggas was swinging off on Dennis.
Yeah.
So
And
he
even,
was
even they say Dennis was doing like little shit to fuck with you.
exactly.
It was a mind game.
So he basically saying if you would have did that shit in my era, we niggas would have hit you, and it's a fact. But you up here acting hard about fighting a 60-something-year-old nigga, like you get stripes for that shit.
60-something-year-old nigga talking shit.
No, but that's the thing. But he wasn't. Is that talking shit or is that a fact?
Nah, he didn't have to say that he would have got punched in the face because once
But
you
is
say,
it a
Well,
fact?
no, but see, I think what it is, it's a difference in saying, like you said, had he played back then, he would have got punched in the face, and then when I see that nigga, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
That
That's
was
two
two different
if
things.
somebody telling me,
But even at 60, if a nigga hit you in the nuts, like
if somebody tell me I wouldn't have made it survive back in the 80s or back in the 80s they would have did such and such to you, I'm taking it as you saying you would have did it.
But
So
but
bitch, don't
even
pull-
still, it's I would have did it Back
Nah,
then.
don't pull. No, we ain't gonna pull that old shit, that old man shit to try to get y'all old ass niggas off the hook because that's what they
But
love to do.
that's what he said though.
Exactly.
He said if
Back
he did it
then.
back then.
And he didn't even say if you did it back then to me. He said if you would have did that shit back then.
But you know how a nigga gonna take that shit.
But even if you taking it that way, Draymond, it was like he was bragging about acting hard to a 60-something-year-old man. You in your 30s, bro. You don't
It
get
wasn't
strikes
acting
for that.
hard. He was just pulling it card.
No,
letting
but
them know
even
you not
then,
finna
how you pulling another man card when you got your ass to this nigga? What the fuck? You ain't pulling shit, bro.
He just showing him that he ain't gonna touch me.
If you a real nigga, bro, that's some shit like if you in high school or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You do some shit like that. But if you really got an issue with it and you see Buddy out in public and you know this a old school Hall of Fame or whatever, hey, can I holler at you for a minute? Hey, bro, I don't know if it's tabloids or what, but I'm hearing that you said
you done did your talking once you said
no. You come up to him like a man and you say, hey, what it is, and then if he say I say I'm gonna knock you out, then cool, we men will stand on it like that. But if it's like nah, bro, like if it was what I was saying was in this era, the shit that you be doing. You know niggas would have did something. You know that, and we would have had a conversation, and we would have either came eye to eye, or we would have been like, bet that's a nigga I don't fuck with, he don't fuck with me, and let it be. And it don't even gotta be known. We know and keep it pushing.
When did cooler heads prevail?
What you mean?
When did cooler heads prevail between hothead and niggas?
Bruh. It's Draymond though. Draymond is acting like he's putting up 30, 15, and 12.
It ain't about that. Once you say I would have got hit in the face, you getting outside
It's
of
a
basketball.
fact.
It is a fact. I agree.
And see, that's the same thing
It's
Draymond said.
speculation.
Draymond said that, we not talking about basketball no more. Well, it wasn't basketball when you was hitting niggas in the nuts. It wasn't basketball
but he did it on the court.
But it wasn't basketball. But that's not basketball.
If I swing on you on the court,
This is not basketball.
No, I agree. It's not.
It's not basketball when we in the middle of a foul. You get up before me and I'm trying to pull your pants down. That's not basketball no more. So don't say, we not.
boys will be boys.
And that's what it is. Boys, goddamn. Like when I seen that shit, bro, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, the way he was just acting like I stepped in the middle of them, like he wasn't gonna touch me. He's 60. He is on a retirement plan. Why is he's not? And then even when he talked to you, he was like, "Look, man, I appreciate your game and everything like that. It's not like that. I'm just." And before he even finished, Draymond was like, "Yeah, I know you appreciate my game. I know, Draymond, you're putting up 4."
Did he do that publicly or privately?
Who, the dude?
Yeah.
No, he did that with Draymond when Draymond
Publicly or privately?
I want to say Draymond said they were in the corner somewhere.
Because I'm going to quote your boy, Coach Bryant.
Oh, okay.
When he said about Nick Saban, when Nick Saban said that shit about him and tried to walk that shit back, what he say? You talk that shit about me publicly, bitch, apologize publicly. Don't call my fucking phone. But don't pull me to the side. Say that shit on TV. You appreciate my game and yada yada yada.
But here's the thing, though. Anybody can sit here and say they appreciate. Rodman has said if Draymond played back then, I'm doing his ass. Like it's over with. But
I agree.
You ain't sitting here talking about when I see Rodman. Cause it's like, what the fuck is you fighting Dennis Rodman for?
Didn't say nothing physical. Rodman just said I have him eating out the palm of my hand.
Is that not some disrespectful shit?
He's basically saying, I fuck with his head, I get in his
head. I'm gonna fuck this.
That's a difference than saying somebody would have slapped me in the face. I'm sorry. That's just, to me, that's different.
But think about it. This old head was talking about an era where Shaq was dunking on niggas, coming down and pushing them out the way and swinging off on niggas. This was even before Malice at the Palace, but niggas back then was Jordan was fighting. Motherfucking Steve Kerr was fighting. Everybody in the league back then, when you was doing the slightest shit, clotheslining your ass. So if Draymond was trying to pull down a nigga pants back in those days,
he would have for it.
Yeah. So why is it
Dennis Rodman was out there grabbing ass?
And that's the shit that would.
But see, a nigga. This is gonna sound so wild. But a nigga, but it's like when with Rodman, you like, man, get the fuck on with that gay shit or whatever. When you pull a nigga pants down or just let me kick you in your shit in your manhood. Yeah, I'm either fighting you when I'm healed up on the next play or in the line, but we seeing each other.
That Dennis Rodman kicked in us, didn't fight him.
What?
This one,
I didn't even know.
He was with the Bulls.
I didn't even know he did that shit.
Nah, he got I think it was Dennis Rodman. I don't know if he got fouled or something. Something happened. He fell on close to the baseline, and little cameraman sitting there and he kicked this nigga square. Like looked at him. I don't know if the dude said something to him or what. He like looked at him and like kicked him in his shit. Dude couldn't do shit before.
Here they go, fighting for the ball. That's where he comes up to the camera, steps on the camera. That's where he's upset.
Hell, what you gonna do? Put the camera down and square up with this Robin? No,
you just said if you kicking in us, I'm gonna fight you.
But a cameraman.
You a man. A camera what?
And that's all the point I was trying to make. It left basketball. But you say you had 3 more points.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That was one question. The shit with Draymond. Second thing is we was talking about errors. Yeah. Okay, so one is LeBron still the best player in the league?
No.
Who is?
Giannis.
Oh, KD?
Yeah.
Clyde? Was it ever KD?
No.
Yes, it was close.
But was it KD? Or was it close?
It was KD when he went with the Warriors. But if you want to say that, you could.
Was he the best player in the league, or was he the best player on the best team?
He was the best player in the league and the best player on the best team.
The thing is, I actually agree with Clyde, but I think him going to the Warriors, he wasn't able to prove it. And that, to me, when you no pun intended, when you talk about the basketball court, it's like court. It ain't about what I know; it's about what you can prove.
I think that Kevin Durant, honestly, is for someone his size and his athleticism, he's the best player. I think where he's failed is that he wants to he's sensitive, but that's another thing I would love to talk about. But he's sensitive and he's not a leader. Like there was this time where, like, I don't know if y'all remember, he was like, look who y'all talking to, it's me. Y'all know me. I'm Kevin Durant. I'm like whatever. But it's like, nigga, you was in Brooklyn with everything that you asked for and lost, and got eliminated the first round. You're not that guy. Like you're not that guy. It was Steph. Clay was coming off an injury. Andrew Wiggins was and Draymond was just talking.
Balled in the
no, he balled, and when he was first got on that team and he was finding his, and even in the playoffs, it was still, he just kind of like gained some confidence because niggas believed in him and shit. But KD is like, I want to give him that he's the best player. It's just, but can he lead the team?
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can.
So it's safe to say that there will never be a KD era or a Giannis era.
I think I would compare.
Getting into Giannis era now.
I would compare KD era to AI. His time was with OKC. Mm-hmm. That was his shit.
His moment.
Because that's when he was on commercials.
Because they went 2K. To the finals one year, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Against Miami.
Well. So that's what I'm saying. That OKC time, that was his time. Golden State and Brooklyn, and the thing is, he got mad at Stephen A for saying that, but Stephen A was right. Stephen A even said, like, no one's gonna talk about you winning championships at Golden State. What everyone's gonna talk about is you left Golden State to be with this. To be with the bullshit you with now. And now, that's what niggas are talking about. And now you ask for a trade. So, I feel bad. I feel bad because he really is talented, and he had. I think there was a point in time where he had the potential to go past LeBron, and he was gonna be the guy. But I think when he left and went to Brooklyn, it just proved that he wasn't. Because like I said, you had everything to your disposal. Anything you asked for, you had it. You had James Harden, you had Kyrie, you had Blake, you had DeAndre Jordan, you had anything that you wanted, you asked for, they gave it to you, and you lost continuously. And even when Kyrie was out, you lost. And then when he came back in, you got eliminated in the first round. That's not a team that's supposed to be eliminated in the first round. So,
but we going in the Giannis era.
Yeah.
So he gonna get some more rings.
Yeah, I think so.
How many rings you gotta have for it to be your era?
2. 1 or 2. You don't have to have much. It's more about your play style and how you impact the game.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't think it's a ring thing. It's just about your impact.
If you can get one and impact the game in the way that you play it. But I mean, there's some people who gonna have something to say about that.
Will Giannis change the game?
No.
No.
Well, damn. All right. Well, I know you gotta go. So last thing, give me y'all top 10
All time.
Yep. Cause I've been hearing some lists.
I gotta see a
And
list.
some
of it.
people been.
I go.
You
And
know.
I'm not gonna put them in order.
Okay.
Jordan, Magic, Bird, Kareem, Wilt, Kobe, Shaq, Duncan, Hakeem.
Kenny Smith.
No, Mike Dunleavy.
Mike Dunleavy.
Oh, I'm tripping. Duncan.
No, Eric Snow.
I'm weak. I think I gotta go. Mike.
Vashawn Leonard.
You're wild.
Just random
Mike,
shit.
Kobe, Shaq, Wilt, Magic,
John Havlicek.
Tim, Tracy.
Matt
Tracy
Grady.
Yeah. Tracy McGrady.
Top 10 of all time?
For me. I
I'm
remember.
never asking you if you smoke again. I know my answer.
I remember. I just remember watching Tracy, and that was that nigga to me.
He was my favorite player.
D Rose.
But he would not be in the
Top 10 all time?
No, he would not be in the top 10.
Derrick Rose?
Neither
To me.
one of them.
To me.
Is
Y'all
Bulls-
said my
is
list.
that Bulls
Y'all
bias?
said my
I'm
list.
talking an unbiased list, though. That's
Is
what
that
we
Bulls
talking.
bias? Did you got D Rose in there?
No, I just think he's an amazing player.
A top 10 all time player?
Absolutely.
Did he make the top 75 team?
No.
No, I don't think he did.
Hmm.
But I think we know why he didn't make that though.
Because of his knees.
Yeah, the injuries definitely.
Yeah, it's the
That
injury.
plays a factor because that's part of the reason Grant Hill ain't in nobody top 5.
Oh, he would
Top
be,
10.
boy.
Right. Kevin Garnett.
That's why Shaq ain't number 1 to some people.
Shaq was crazy. I couldn't really even give you a top 10, bro. To be honest, the niggas I
Obviously.
named. see,
You just named 10 niggas.
no, that's y'all said my top 10. I said
Vernon
my
Maxwell.
top 10. Oh, Allen Iverson.
Shit, Joe Dumars.
Joe Dumars. I put Joe in there. But, all right. Motherfucker, who's the nigga that played for the Spurs? Danny Green.
That nigga just
But the reason I asked, because both of y'all had Kobe in y'all's.
Yep.
absolutely.
And I've been hearing a couple lists that's taking Kobe out.
But still.
Some of them ain't got Steph or Kobe. And I just want to, I think somebody, who was it? Was it Shannon Sharp? Once Steph won, he was like, he got Steph in and put Shaq out.
Yeah.
I heard a couple lists today. It was like 3 different dudes, 3 or 4, and only one of them had Kobe in the top 10. But then they based it on like who you watched play, because it was an older guy who initiated it. I think he said Kobe might be like top 15. And then one dude was like, he's fine with an older dude saying Kobe ain't top 10 because of all the people he's seen play, but he don't want the worst he used or the age he used was 16. He like, you can't be no 16-year-old kid talking about Larry Bird is the
And
greatest.
see, that's bullshit to me because to know the history of the game, you don't have to see somebody play live to know the history. You got to respect the history, but you also got to respect the game, period, where it's at now.
I agree.
To be honest, I don't know why someone wouldn't put Kobe in there, because I feel like as much as niggas put Mike on the list and as much as niggas glorify Mike, that was like damn near the second coming. Like if Mike is God, Kobe is Jesus. Like so it's like for y'all to put Mike so high and then say Kobe is either number 9 or 8 or not in the top 10 at all, that doesn't make any kind of sense.
I'll say this.
And
Ever since he retired, and really is ever since he died, the further we go along, the
further,
more I'm seeing him go, and it's like I'm with you. Like it's just the same nigga.
Yeah,
it's just one got 6, one got 5,
and literally would have gotten 6 because niggas don't talk about this shit. Nigga would have gotten 6 if that Chris Paul trade would have happened. And
yeah.
But niggas,
or would he have more with if Chris Paul would have came or if Shaq would have stayed?
Shaq would have stayed.
He would have had more if Shaq would have stayed and Shaq was serious.
Yeah.
But if Shaq wasn't the same kind of Shaq, then I think it would have been kind of like, lackluster.
I think he was getting to a point where he wasn't gonna matter because I think they would have clearly stated it's Kobe team now, and Shaq would have understood that
nah.
If D Wade
He knew that going to Miami.
He even what's it called? He said that he didn't know when he went to Miami. He was still on his Shaq high. It wasn't until Gary Payton went to go talk to him and be like, "Bro, let this young nigga Wade do this shit. Me and you in the same boat. Yeah. We coming down. But him, we supposed to do everything to help him." And that's when Shaq let the reins go.
I'm gonna say this before, and I'm gonna end it with this.
Real.
Who did Gary Payton play for before he played for the Miami Heat?
The Lakers.
So if he had that conversation about Wade, what make you think if they stay together for another year, he don't have that conversation about Kobe and let him know, okay, you know, because what he's seen with Shaq and Kobe probably is what made him go say that to Shaq about Wade.
But I feel like that's Gary Payton saying that in Miami compared to him saying it in LA. Is Miami was a new home for GP and a new home for Shaq. It wasn't a new home for D Wade. So you just basically telling him how the house rules going for this. But if GP was going to LA where Shaq damn near that was Shaq's shit, it's not going. The conversation is not going to go the same way.
Tell me how to run my house.
Yeah, you're not going to tell me how to run my house.
And that's a fair point. But when it's understood, what's understood ain't got to be said. Kobe was becoming.
Well, shit, GP had to say it.
He had to, because if he didn't, Shaq was gonna be Shaq. Shaq was gonna be the same nigga he was in LA. GP had to check him on some OG shit and be like, "This is not that. If you talking about you really want to get another ring and you really want to win, this nigga is." And he would have.
That's why I'm saying he would have told him that about Kobe, because if you want to win, it's his show now.
But that's the thing. When niggas told him that in LA,
he hadn't lost. He had three-peated.
But Shaq was like, "Yeah, it's y'all trying to give it to Kobe? Yeah, okay,
because
I'm out."
I done three-peated. After I done got my ass whooped by the Pistons in the finals, the shit look a little bit different.
I don't know. I think it definitely would have been different, but I definitely think that you can't, for niggas to be disrespecting Kobe the way they disrespecting him. I don't know what it is that after death niggas was just like, yeah, we just gonna put dirt on this nigga name.
And normally it's the opposite.
You feel me? And that's why even going back to that Chris Paul, trade. Y'all gotta think, like, them niggas thought they would have really been that scared. They really thought it would have been an unfair advantage in the league. For what's his name? The commissioner. For the commissioner, Stern, for Stern to be like, yeah, I'm finna veto that shit and that shit is not going down. That means he knew what Kobe was knew Kobe was the second coming of Jordan, knew what Chris Paul was going to add. That's like adding Jordan and Magic Johnson to a team. That shit, and Magic going to get them assists, and Jordan's going to score, and Chris Paul is going to do his, Chris Paul is going to do his thing, Kobe's going to do his thing. And they going to get 6, maybe 7 championships, to be fair. So for niggas to be like, yeah, no, Kobe's number 8. Are you serious? And I get they going off analytics and paper.
No. Well, they might be.
I'm sure
that's part of it.
I think that's what they.
But at the same time, it's like, I think part of it is, he was the second coming of Jordan, but then they always gonna say he got them first 3 with Shaq. That's number 1, and then 2. He's the second coming of Jordan, but he ain't Jordan. And I think they hold that against him.
And I think that's bullshit. I think the only thing you can hold against Kobe is like that first year when he was airballing shit and whatever.
His rookie year?
Yeah, his rookie year. That's what you can hold against him. But outside of that, every year after that, he literally did nothing but ascend. And then when Shaq left, he won championships without Shaq. So, yeah, he might have gotten 3 with Shaq, but he got 2 without Shaq. And even when Shaq was on that team, even when Shaq...
He gonna forever be looked at, punished for them first 3 with Shaq, though, regardless.
But even when Shaq was off the team, or when Shaq was on the team, there was times when Shaq was just like, nah, he's that dude.
But they wasn't in the finals.
Another thing, we never got to see... Well, outside of like the Wizards, but we never got to see Jordan say without Pippen. But we got to see Pippen without Jordan. And even though they were still hooping, it was like you ain't win. Then Jordan come back, you win again. we didn't see the well, what if he didn't have such and such until he got old.
Until who got old? Until Mike got old.
Until he went to Washington.
Yeah. Then
he had Kwame Brown.
Hey, I don't want no smoke with you, Kwame.
I'm only bring him up because he's always brought up when you talk about that shit.
Yeah, they said Michael ruined that nigga.
Yeah, that's what they say. but was he though? I mean, did he though? I don't think so. But yeah, we and y'all let us know what y'all think about this Kobe situation. Give me y'all's top 10. Well, give us y'all's top 10. Whose era is it? Who's the GOAT? If you don't think Jordan the GOAT, who is it? Let us know in the comments or hit one of us up if you feel like arguing. Let me phrase. Hit James or Clyde up if you feel like arguing, because if it ain't college football, I don't give a fuck. But we finna get up out of here. Y'all let them know where you can be found.
At Clyde Okoji, CLYDEOKOJIE on anything. Shout out to the good news.
601 Jimmy.
And it's 95IISSX. I want to give a shout out to Privileged BMM again. Y'all probably can't see it. For the necklace, if you Greek and you want some jewelry or some apparel, they got you. Privileged BMM on Instagram. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I might put it down in the description. Put a little link down there or something. But yeah, we finna get up out of here. And we'll see y'all next time.